I don't know if that fucking... I fucking think I put too much water on the suction cup when I attached it. So if it starts whittling, waddling everywhere, this is going to be a bust. I'm going to have to restart the video and fix it. Life is funny sometimes. This will be the 100th video, by the way. Fuck ass Pawncast. Fuck ass Pawncast. Fuck ass Pawncast. I just passed a 5G array that was not on the same pole as another. A lot of the 5G arrays around here look like these weird cylinders on top of poles. Well, another company's been putting their 5G up, and they're attaching theirs on these really obvious antennas underneath those cylinders a little bit further down the pole. But on this street, I'm seeing those cylinders are on different poles. The cylinders and then the antenna arrays further down are on different poles. And it looks like there's one on the left right now. Is there 4 or 3? 3. There's three little boxes wrapped around the antennas. Did I just get this guy's way? I'll go down McClintock. I don't care. I care too much about bothering other people. I really do. It's crazy because most people don't give a fuck about anybody at all. It's ridiculous. But anyway, it's funny how things work out sometimes. I overthink everything. I always have. I overthink everything to ridiculous lengths. There's I was in a fucking state of just anxiety and stress, and I guess you could say paranoia even. It's not having a good day. And I just dumped a whole bunch of shit I was worried about into a blog post. And one of the things I mentioned was one of the people in our life seems to only respond to texts when it benefits them. Which is probably not fucking true. It probably just happens that they just were busy and didn't get back to me on ones that... That white car went way out in the middle, didn't it? Jesus Christ. I might be imagining things, but that white car looked like it would have hit me if I would have turned right there. But anyway, see there, that one, they're both on the same pole. Anyway, so I mentioned that in the blog post, and then the next day I had to send some texts, and they never responded again. It was about Lily needs someplace. We need to figure out what we're going to do with her during President's Day because we both have to work. And Lily doesn't have school, so what we gonna do about that? We finally found a place to move, so that stress is gone. That was the scariest thing. Was do we even have a place to move to? Because when you have a date coming, absolutely where you have to be out, otherwise legal trouble and shit, but you don't have anywhere to go, that is rough. But we found a place, and it was geographically located in a way that super nice, good location for us. Well, I guess Beth pointed out that it's closer to my work than where we used to live, which I don't give a fuck about that. I just don't want to be an hour away one way, so I will lose 10 hours of my life to driving every week. if not more, if there's traffic. I mean, if there's like extra traffic. Because there's traffic anyway. That's why it takes 10 hours, not 20 minutes. I'm going to zigzag and take a long way to work. Because I have a lot of time to spend to get there. And I don't actually have to... I don't want to get there super early. Do I have a lot of stuff to do at work? I think I got a lot of the back burner stuff taken care of. I just need, there's some back burner stuff I can do still. Just in case because it's probably going to be slow until April or May. Well, I say that, it wasn't slow in January. Fuck. Anyway, never mind. I keep subject hopping. I really apologize. But the blog post I wrote while I was in a really, really bad state of mind, just dumping stuff out of my mind onto the paper. Or I guess it's blog, it's not paper. Into the blog post. And then the next day there was no response. Like I really fucking doubt they have the goddamn time to just hover over my fucking blog and fucking wait for a new post. And that post had probably seriously 30 or 40 paragraphs of fucking just rambling nonsense. I really doubt they're gonna read that whole thing and find that one sentence in the middle of all that shit and then be like, oh fuck him, I'm gonna do it again. I think it's a lot more likely that they're just busy as shit because the words are gone, man. Trey is the word I was trying to think of. I just admire just doesn't sound right. I'm in awe of how much shit my neighbor does in a day, most days. Like, how do you fit that much in one day? Like, she was telling me her schedule once, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, and you fucking, their van is gone before I get the fuck up. Like, when I've woke up and looked just out of curiosity, and the van's already gone. It's like, dude, I think I have a full day, and you guys are gone before I even get the fuck up. And they don't get back till way after I get home. Usually. Yeah, way after. Like always. It's crazy. Like, dude, I don't understand. And somehow they find a way to watch TV and movies and stuff. Like, how do you do it? It's because they're all women and they've got like secret powers. That's what it is. Oh, here's Apache. I meant to turn left here. It's okay. Oh, man. It's wild. It's fucking wild. It doesn't look like my camera has slid down any like I thought it would. I'd like to turn on Lemon Street, but I don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, that caddy is going super slow. So I'm going to get over. I'm going to get over again. And I'm going to wait to turn. There's a dude going across the street, and I don't want to kill a guy today. Not today, bro. Don't want to kill a guy today. One of these days on the weekend, I'm going to get Lily in here and I'm going to go sightseeing and make a video. Get out of the way, bird. What the fuck, bird? That is a cool building. What the fuck is that? Is that concrete shaped like that? That's obviously some sort of a government building that's secret. Oh, combined heat and power for ASU. That's cool. That building's cool as fuck. Whoever designed that was having a good fucking day. I wonder if that all that concrete, or if it's concrete or whatever it is, I wonder if it cools the building down really good. Oh, look at the little guy. Hey, little buddy. I delivered a Sun Devil Starship something. I missed it. I like robots. I'm glad to see robots roaming the ASU campus. There's another one up there. Little buddy. Little buddy. I wonder how many times they come in the morning and like, all right, let's go find the dead robots, and have to go around and like collect them or something. I would imagine even 5 years ago, they could program these things so they would monitor their own battery percentage and, oh, am I in the middle of 2 lanes? And then go fucking park and recharge somewhere well before they run out of batteries. There is 2 lanes. Okay. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is 2 lanes. Because we have a lane with the fucking train. All these train tracks not used? I'm so confused as to what the fuck is going on. Oh, I'm going the wrong way now. Ain't that a bitch? I think I was supposed to turn back there where that Jeep turned. Now I'm on Mill. I know my University Mill. Oh wait, I'm retarded. I don't think Mill has a train track going down the middle of it. Is this like a current train track? Or is this a coming future train track? I don't follow. Yeah, this is Mill. I knew this was Mill. This must be new. Are we just going to be driving next to a goddamn train with like no guard in between? Or are they going to shut down this road right there? Oh, no U-turn. Ain't that a bitch? I don't know. But I think it's silly. I woke up and I was like, what the fuck, man? She didn't respond yet. Because I gave her a bunch of DVDs. Or excuse me. I texted her last night again. I was like, hey, we've got stacks. Stacks and stacks and stacks of DVDs. And I was like, we're going to throw these out. So, if you want to actually look at them and see if you want any of them, you can have them all as far as I'm concerned. Shit, she could have them all and then give the one she doesn't want to other people. I don't give a fuck. Take them to school. I tried to give them to one of my ex-coworkers because he was complaining about being bored. I was like, here, man, come take all these and just watch them all over and over again. Burn all the time in the world. But he didn't want it. I think it's because he felt like it was charity. It's like, no, man, we don't use these. And it's an option, man. Just take them. But the first thing I saw, I woke up and saw that she hadn't responded. And the first thing I thought was, fuck, they read that blog post and now she's mad. And now she's never going to talk to me again. And it's not like I obsess about fucking everything. And that's the problem. Gadzooks, enchiladas and soup. No, Gadzooks is a fucking store in a mall. I think I really just don't want neighbors. I don't want anybody to hate me, but especially neighbors and ex-neighbors. I want to leave a good impression everywhere I go. But the problem is my brain is fucked up. So it doesn't always work. I was gonna do number 100 with the camera facing me, but I don't like my face. I don't like my me. I don't like my me. So I'm not. My number 100 is about my paranoia and self-destructiveness. And I was thinking about, like, some people have delusions of grandeur. I have delusions of pile of shit. Like the opposite of delusions of grandeur. I think the worst about everything. And then I find out that it's not even close to that, and I'm silly. And I'm like, oh, my bad. But all the awesome shit that I did get in my life, I just bluffed. Like, what's the worst that could happen? They say no. It's like how I met my wife. Actually, how I met my wife was I was looking up somebody, and as I was scrolling through the results trying to find them, I saw my wife, and I was like, God damn, she's pretty as fuck. Click. I was reading through her profile. I was like, God damn, she likes all the shit that I like. And she's a fucking... So pretty much she was 50 times more attractive than the person I was going to send a message to. And instead of being completely opposite of me and everything I liked, she liked all the same shit I liked. So I was like, what up? What up, motherfucker? And she was like, what up? No, she doesn't have a deep voice. And then I was bored, and I was like, hey man, want to go see a movie? Because I was like, what's she gonna do, say no? Like, I don't care. I didn't really want to go anywhere anyway. And she's like, sure, that sounds great. And I was like, fuck. So I was like, shit, I gotta find money. So I borrowed from my car payment fund, because at the time I used to do everything in cash. Like, I would cash my checks. I had a bank with $50 in it, and I cashed my checks, because that was what you had to have in there. Otherwise, you get fined $5 or whatever, or they'd close it out or whatever. So I would cash all my checks and just sit on it. And every bill I paid, I went down there. And this is back, I guess I would just go everywhere all the time. I would goddamn go down there and pay the bills. Like, I'd go to what was the power company? Doesn't matter. I'd go pay all my bills in person, because there's all these places that where you can go pay bills. So I'd go down there. Here's this money. Here you go. Blah blah blah. Pay bills. My Cox, I'd go down there and pay the bill in person every month, because that was just, it wasn't abnormal. People would do that instead of mailing in checks and shit. Because this is way before every bank had debit cards and shit. Because the only time you saw people pulling out plastic back then was credit cards. So I had money in my closet that I would put aside every paycheck for my car payments. So I was like, I don't have any money, fuck. So I went and took money out of my car payment, and then I had to, because my next pay, I had another paycheck coming, and then I would just make up the difference out of that paycheck. So that's how that happened. Back when I was partying, going bar hopping and shit, there was this one guy that taught me. He's like, listen, if your goal is to fuck, just be honest with people. Like, listen, I'm out here to have fun. Wouldn't mind fucking all night. You know, it's all that's just, you know, it's fun. I love it. It's fun. And he's like, some people tell you to fuck off. Some people will be like, me too, let's go. And it's like, all right. So that's what I did. And I actually, Even before we were talking, him and I were talking, we went to a fuckload of bars for a while. Like, I'd be like, how in the fuck? Like, dude was cool as shit. He had a lazy eye. He looked kind of goofy. And he would fuck amazingly hot people. And I'd be like, how in the fuck do you pull this shit off? Like, how? Like, he'd go to table and table and table and go just approach people. And that's when he told me, he's like, look, the worst they can do is say no thanks, or just insult or whatever. And it's like nothing I never heard before. And he's like, the best thing they can do is be like, yeah, why don't you fuck me till I can't see straight? And I'm like, shit, man. All right. So I was like, I tried it. The first 5 or 10 times I got declined. It was like, well, it sucked, but then you just get used to it. Like, okay, because then there's that one you're like, wow, she's one of the most fucking attractive people I've seen in forever. And then go up and talk to him, and next thing you know, playing with her ass while she's unlocking the door. That was in a casino. She had a room. What are you gonna do? Not her asshole. Her butt cheeks. God damn it. Well, these days, I expect if someone says I'm playing with somebody's ass, they're like, never mind. It's gross. I think it's gross. But whatever. It's all good. It's all good, brah. This Marilyn Manson shit hit the fan a few days ago. He's talking about this chick that he dated and apparently abused like crazy. Came out because there's other people coming out with stuff that he did to him, and it was getting more hate from Marilyn Manson fans than it was attention. So this famous person he dated, I guess, or whatever, I don't know her name. I don't remember hearing about her. I'm not familiar with anything she's done, except for the Manson video she was in, of course. She came out and talked a whole bunch about, I like that color of Impala. That's pretty blue. She came out and talked about it to amplify the people that were already talking. And it worked. And I knew the dude was a piece of shit. Like, you read his biography and watch all the unofficial biographies people made about him, like the honest ones, and even listen to interviews and all the shit. There's a lot of shit in a lot of interviews and documentaries and shit where he straight up says a lot of shit that, like, he pretty much admitted. He talked about abusing groupies. Like, yeah, all this dark shit that happened after shows, like rock and roll lifestyle type of shit. Like, there's a lot of musicians and shit that fuck groupies and stuff like that. I'm guilty of that in the past. And I've had like 1/1000% of the fame he has, obviously. But he did a lot of dark shit. Like, I'm not into any of that shit. And I know there's a lot of people that are into all that S&M hardcore crazy shit. I understand there's people that are into shit I do not like. It makes me uncomfortable right now just thinking about it. I don't like it. I don't want to do the pain shit. I don't like it. I'm all about making somebody see fucking triples in pleasure. Fucking can't even focus. That's my shit. I don't want to do the pain shit. I'm not electrocuting people. That's fucked up. I think that's fucked up. I don't understand. I don't know. It's not my thing. I've got friends that are into it, and I've seen like the aftermath of liquid everywhere because it gets them off like crazy. But I can't. I think I've seen domestic abuse in my life so much that I'm sensitive to it. And I just, it triggers me. I guess that's what it is. It's not for me. So it sounds like he's into that shit, except he doesn't get consent. And that switches from, or he thinks he has consent but didn't get it. But either way, that's not cool. That's just assaulting people is what it is. But on the other hand, I'm like, how are people surprised? I guess if you're not a fan, because there's a lot of music that's done a lot for me over the years from Manson and them, and I'm aware he's a piece of shit. I knew it. It's like the Kanye West conundrum. The Kanye West conundrum. I fucking hate the dude, but there's some really fucking talented music. There's some amazing shit that dude's been involved with. Like Trent Reznor, before he got more sober, I'm sure he still does some, alcohol and drinks some and, responsible. But when he was an irresponsible addict, I am well aware he was an insufferable douchebag. Not just from shit his bandmates have said and all that, but I've being as very loosely connected to the music industry as I've been, and all the people I've talked to and all the shit I've never witnessed it, but there's a lot of people in my life I trust that have witnessed it and have had to work with him at venues and shit back in the 90s, the late 90s, and they had some bad stories. And that was way before bandmates would. Well, the series of events was people I knew that had dealt with him talked about it, and then Trent talked about it after he sobered up, and then bandmates talked about it, so it was all confirmed. So that's life. Life isn't roses, motherfuckers. Life isn't roses, motherfuckers.